What's up, guys? So Oxido reached out to me and said they wanted to give me some headlight bulbs for the CRV. So I told them that's fine for review. So we're gonna go check them out. They got the headlights right here, and they also got me some fog lights. Now I don't have any fog lights in the CRV, but I did buy a kit, and I was waiting for that to come in. So we're gonna put the fog lights in there, try their bulbs, try the OEM bulbs on it. I already have some HIDs on the headlights, but I'll show you. I bought those a while back, and they're starting to make fan noises, and they don't really sound that great when you're just sitting at an idle, or you know, the high beams. Sitting at an idle just doesn't sound right. It's noisy. It sounds like a radiator fan, to tell you the truth. So I'm gonna show you how those are. I'm hoping to upgrade to these and get a better quality light out of these. I went ahead and got both in the 6500 lumens. I like that color. It's white. It's not too bright. It's not too blue. It's a perfect lighting to be driving down a lot of dirt roads. I am taking this car into some rural areas when I'm going camping or driving for work and taking the camper somewhere. So I need a nice bright light to be able to shine. Halogens doesn't work anymore. That's why I had to upgrade those already to LED lights, but I want to get a better quality light now. So let's go ahead and install these, and we'll see how they look. So I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's pretty loud. The fans, I've had these for a while, I think, and the fans are finally. I've had these on for a while, and the fans are finally giving out, I think. So we'll go and switch those out and get a better quality light on there. And this is what I have. This one has like a little ballast included, and these have a bigger fan than the previous ones that I had in here. Looks like pretty good quality. I'm not sure what the ballast does for it. Maybe it gives extra juice so it's a little bit brighter, but I can see the fan is bigger than the previous model that I had. There's a pigtail. Pigtail is just going to connect into your OEM, and then this is going to go inside your vehicle. So let me see if I can go and put that in. I'll show you guys a little bit closer on the other one, passenger side, because it's a little easier to film that one. All right, again, we're going to take off the plug, take off the cover. There's a little spring back here. We'll remove that spring. And then we'll take out the bulb. Just like that. We'll put the new one on. See, I like putting the shroud, the thing through there, so I put it through here. Because if you put it the other way, you gotta worry about the fan, and you could touch the bulb. It's better just to put it through this way. For the shroud. This resistor or ballast, whatever this one is, probably the hardest part of the whole thing, and to put your cover on, but It's definitely worth it. I wouldn't skip out on it. And we almost got it. Boom. Perfect. All right. Install. Get our pigtail out of the way. Just make sure I got the right way up. Make sure this clasp is open. Make sure you're around all these wires. Put the clasp back down. Everything seated properly. Put the cover back on, the rubber boot. So everything's OEM. Then we're just going to connect our connector. And then tuck away your ballast and all that. Guys, I can definitely tell a difference in this thing. This thing is bright. All right, guys, so I see that as a win. The lights are looking really good on the CRV. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the fog lights installed, which I've never done that on this CRV. But I did buy a fog light kit. You got the harness. Everything like that. I got the fog lights right here for the CRV. I always wanted fog lights, just never got around to put them in or buy them. So I'm glad I went ahead and got them now. These are the halogen bulbs, which I'll show you the difference between these and the LED ones that we got from Oxytoke. So I'll show you guys the difference on that. Let's go ahead and get these installed on it and get the wiring hooked up for the CRV. All right, guys, so I got the bumper off. I didn't film any of that because y'all seen me take this bumper off already before. I did connect the harness. I'll show you the harness real quick. This is the harness for the fog lights. It goes up in through here. And then there's a connector. I didn't film it because it is not easy to get to. I'll show you on a light. It's that blue wire in there. It's in your stock harness. It's a blue wire. You connect your harness to it. There's a plug on this harness, the new one, that you plug into there. The other wire, you go and you ground it off. I just ground it off here. Hopefully I have enough room for the fog light here. I think I do. You ground 2 wires, and then these are your fog light plugs right here. So you got this one, and then you got that one that goes over there, and that's pretty much it. These are the fog light holes. You do got to cut out these OEM little shrouds on there to mount the light on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I've opted just for a jigsaw. I could just cut around, kind of easy to do it. I've thought about a cut-off wheel and things like that, but it's just easier just to go around with that, just plastic. You can also probably cut it with a knife or something like that, like a drywall knife, something that has serrations on it, and do it that way also. So I'm just gonna cut around here real quick, and then we'll install the fog lights on there. right, guys, so it turns out that there's only 4 little tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4 on this fog light, and if you just cut those tabs out, it'll pop out. But you got to push it to release it from around. It's like pre-cut, kinda, and then you cut those 4 tabs out, and you're good to go. It really doesn't matter if you get it too clean. The first time I didn't get it that clean. This one's a little better because I found out that it's perforated. It really don't matter too much because they give you these little beauty rings that clean it up. The plastic, it's kind of funny, and you just slide. If you end up cutting it funny, and you just end up just sliding that little tab in there, and everything else just pushes right in and snaps in. I'll have to do it with 2 hands. But there's little teeth. I don't know if you can see it. There's little teeth right there, and those grab onto the plastic. So it makes it look like a clean look. So let me get those pushed in real quick. All right, so now all we can do is just install the fog lights. And they have their own mounting brackets already built into the bumper. And the way I'm going to mount them is just, they didn't come with no hardware, but I'm just going to mount them with some screws. All right, got the driver's side, passenger side, all installed up. All bolts installed. Now we just need to finish the wiring on the inside of the car. Should be pretty simple on that. We're just gonna put the plug in. I think we gotta remove a couple trims and dashes. But once we remove that, we'll be able to plug this up. We should be pretty much good to go. We'll test, like I said, we'll test out the halogens first, and then we'll do the LEDs and see the differences between those two. All right, guys, so from my understanding, this blue wire, all this basically goes underneath the dash, but this blue wire connects into your fuse box, and then this wire right here connects to the other side of that wire that I had to get to behind the battery. There's another wire tucked in there, taped around. I'll go look at it. I think it's a silver plug or something. That plugs into here. That bridges that connection between them. Then you got your ground right here, and the green wire is ran to the spot where you're gonna put the fog light switch at. So pretty simple. Then you got your little relay. You can go and mount that somewhere and just tie it up in there somewhere. So it's pretty simple. Let me go and install this and get this ran, and we'll check out those fog lights. So I had to remove the kick panel on the left, but you see that wire right there with the blue coming out, it's taped? That's the wire we're going to connect to. And I'll zoom out so I can kind of show you. It's kind of hard to see. There it is, that wire right there. I'll zoom out where it's at so you can get a reference. You can barely see it in there with the black tape, but if you remove this kick panel here, it's just clips, pull it off, and you'll be able to get to that clip right there. And that's where we're going to be connecting that other wire to, which is this right here. So now you connect it right there. We'll pull the slack out, hopefully it reaches. It should reach, so I'll get that connected, that's the last little thing, and then do a ground wire, and we'll be good to go on testing out and putting the bulbs in for the bumper. All right, guys, got everything tucked away. I'll show you real quick. You really can't see nothing, but zip tied here, grounded the wire over there, just kind of tucked everything out. This is that wire we plugged into for that one plug, the blue, and then I'll show you, you can see it right there. That's the wire you connect into the fuse box. Now, one more thing you need to do is in here, in the fuses, fuse number 27, you probably can't see it from here. Fuse 27 needs a 20 amp fuse. It needs a 20 amp fuse for everything to work because it's kind of like an OEM switch into it. So if you don't have any of those, you can go to the engine bay and grab your fuse box cover on the inside and the engine bay. There's some extra spare fuses, and if you haven't used any of them yet, you can get yourself a little 20 amp right there. So we'll insert that to number 27 right now. So we'll turn the lights on. Here's the fuse box, here's the switch I have right here. And you push it, it illuminates. You can't really see the illumination in here, but the bottom illuminates right there. You can see it, and then when it's undone, it's not as bright. It's kind of hard, kind of a not so great switch. Maybe I'll look for another one, but that's that switch right there. We'll go and check, see if the fogs are working, and we do have fogs on. And I just temporarily put this bumper on because we're gonna just go and switch out these bulbs. But you can tell just from the headlight to the halogens, it's not that great, guys. You can't see it on my wall, really, but the halogens doesn't spread the light good enough. You won't be able to see really too much far ahead with these fogs. So that's why we're gonna be switching them out. Like I said, I already have the new lights right here. So let's go ahead and switch those out so we can get them all bright up just like these are. These are gonna be H11. They look really good. No fan on these. I guess they're not required or needed. Just a twist lock. All right, temporarily secured. Let's see what they look like now. Sheesh. Man, those are bright lights. Those are super bright. They look real good. You'll be seeing me for miles. That's bright. I want to see just the fog lights on by themselves, so y'all can get a look at it. That's just the fog lights on. I'm gonna try to turn off the garage light. There it goes. It wasn't working with me yesterday. Right, there you go. Good little cutoff all on the floor. My bumper's not mounted up all the way, but it's lighting up. It's lighting up on the floor pretty good. Man, that is killer. Let me turn on the headlights. I can see how much light. It's a lot of light. I think I have to reposition this one. This one's, something's happening with this one. It's pointing up. It's seated in there. I think I have to adjust my headlight, because this one, I never noticed it before, but I guess it's pointed up, so I have to probably adjust my light and push it down, because it looks like it's a little higher than this side. But it's looking great. It's hard to kind of capture it on camera, but it is sick looking. Can't wait to try them out on the road. All right, guys, here's a little test These are just the, I know the strobing is off, but it doesn't strobe one when you're have the headlights on, but these are just my daytime rain lights with those bulbs. I'll show you what it, that's just the daytime rain lights. Here are the fogs. Nice spread, you can see it spread over here, it's left, right, perfect. You'll be able to see a lot of stuff when I am reversing and putting the camper and stuff, and I can avoid stuff over here on the left and the right. And here are the headlights. I mean, ultra bright. That's just the daytime rain lights. That's everything. High beams. That's high beams on, high beams off. Fogs only, lights, high beams. I mean, it is like night and day difference, guys. I could see for days. I think it's gonna help out a lot. You could tell how bright it is. I mean, these things are bright, super bright. I want to give a shout out to Oxito for the bulbs to review. Funny enough, I had ordered a whole bunch of these already for one of my trucks because I'm going to switch everything over to LED bulbs on it. So I already have a whole bunch. Actually, I have like probably $200 worth of bulbs, maybe more, with them. So I can't wait to install those for the truck. That was before they even hit me up or anything for these bulbs for the CRV. Appreciate it again, guys. I'm going to leave y'all guys a link in the description for the bulbs. I think you're going to get 50% off. Bulbs, any orders you go on there, you can go and hit them up. Show them some love. I appreciate them reaching out to me, to the channel, so we can go and do a review. And I hope more things come from this, you know, to help y'all guys decide on what kind of bulbs are good or bad. I know there's a lot of them on the market. These are great. Again, night and day difference. Really gonna check them out when I go back to work and camp a little bit more. I'll keep y'all updated on them if anything happens with them. But these things are bright again. That's gonna be it, y'all guys. Like, subscribe. We'll see y'all guys in the next one.